Hello everyone, welcome back to Chenda DIY, and today's video I'll be showing you how to crochet a simple rose skirt. It is really easy and friendly for beginners. For this skirt I made for size small, but I also showing you how to make it bigger and longer in this video. And for the matching top, you can find the tutorial on my previous video, and I will put the link in the description below. Okay, now let's get into the video. To begin, make a slip knot. And chain 145. It is equal 32.5 inches length. It's my hip measurement. For you guys that make bigger size, please add more chains until you reach your hip measurement. And for this short foundation chains, it is just a sample showing you how to crochet the stitch. Like I said, if you guys want your skirt more bigger, please add more chains. And after you got your desired fit, then we are going to connect these foundation chains together by make slip stitch into the first chain. Make sure that your foundation chain doesn't twist. To make slip stitch, continue insert the hook into the loop. Yarn over and pull through all the loops. And this is what it looks like. And next, we are going to make the lemon peel stitch. For row 1, chain 1. And then we are going to make single crochet into the same stitch with chain 1. To make single crochet, insert the hook into the loop, yarn over and pull up a loop, and now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 2 loops. And don't forget to use stitch marker to mark at this single crochet stitch. It is where we are going to make slip stitch at the end of the row. And after you have made single crochet, and then we are going to make double crochet into the next chain. To make double crochet, yarn over, insert the hook into the loop, yarn over and pull up a loop, and now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops again. And after you have made double crochet, for this pattern, we are going to alternating single crochet with double crochet into each chain until the end of the row. Then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the end of the row, then we are going to make slip stitch into the stitch that you mark. After you have made slip stitch, and this is what the first row looks like. And next, for row 2, chain 1. As you can see, at the end of the row, we end with a single crochet stitch. So for the next row, you have to start with a double crochet, turn your work, and make double crochet into the single crochet stitch of the row below. Don't forget to use stitch marker to mark at this first stitch. After you have made a double crochet, then make single crochet into the double crochet stitch. Keep alternating double crochet and single crochet into each stitch around until you reach the end of the row. Then I will meet you back again. As you can see, this is my last stitch. I end with a single crochet stitch, so I have to make double crochet into this single crochet stitch. After you reach the end of the row, then make slip stitch into the stitch that you mark. And this is what the second row looks like. And next, for row 3, chain 1. As you can see, for the last stitch of row 2, we end with a double crochet stitch. So for the next row, you have to start with a single crochet stitch, turn your work, and make single crochet into the double crochet stitch. Keep alternating single crochet and double crochet into each stitch around until you reach the end of the row. Then make slip stitch into the stitch that you mark. And after you reach the end of the row, for the next row, you just keep repeating row 2 and row 3 until you reach row 58. Then I will meet you back again. And this is what it looks like after you reach row 58. For the height of this skirt, it is equal 10 inches width. If you guys want your skirt more longer, you just add more rows by repeat row 2 and row 3. And after you got your desired length, and then for the last row, which is row 59, you just chain 2, turn your work, and make double crochet into each stitch around. Then make slip stitch, chain 1 and cut off the yarn. For the remaining yarn, you just weave in into the skirt. And next, for the string to tie around the waist, you just make 300 chains, or you can make it longer than your hip measurement by just add more chains. And next, we are going to weave in the string into the skirt. Skip 5 stitches and weave in the string into the double crochet space. Keep repeating this around until you reach the end of the row. Then I will meet you back again. After you reach the end of the row, and this is what it looks like. When you're wearing it, you just pull the string. and then pull all the fabric into the back part to make the front part look flat. And next, I'm gonna show you how to crochet this wavy strap. To begin, make a slip knot. Then make 250 chains. If you guys want this strap more longer, you just add more chains. Make sure that you crochet this foundation chains really tight, or you can use the smaller hook to crochet this foundation chains. So for this short foundation chains, it is just a sample showing you how to crochet the stitch. And after you got your desired fit, then skip 2 chains and make the double crochet into the 3rd chain. After you have made a double crochet, then make 1 more double crochet into the same loop. And now you must have 2 stitches in the same loop. Keep repeating this by making 2 double crochet into the same loop into each chain until you reach the end of the row. Then I will meet you back again. And for crochet this double crochet stitch, you have to make it loose, or you can use bigger hook than the hook that you use to crochet the foundation chains. It will help the strap to look curl and wavy. And this is what it looks like after you reach the end of the row. And for the next row, you just chain 3, turn your work, and make double crochet into each stitch until you reach the end of the row. So for the second row, you just make normal stitch, no increase. And after you reach the end of the row, then chain 1 and cut off the yarn. For the remaining yarn, you just weave in into the strap. And next, I'm gonna show you how to crochet this rose flower. To begin, make a slip knot. Then make the foundation chains by multiply by 5. For my flower, I use with thin thread. I make 100 chains. If you guys want your flower more bigger, you just add more chains by multiply by 5. So for 5 chains, it is equal 1 petal. If you want it smaller, you just make less chains. For the thread that I crocheted right now, I use with 4-ply yarn or DK yarn. It's bigger than the lace of the fingering yarn. I make only 65 chains. And for this rose that I make for the skirt, I use thin thread. I make 100 chains. After you got 100 chains, and then you just add 1 more chain, it is for the turning stitch. In total, you must have 101 chains. And next, for row 1, skip 1 chain and make single crochet into each chain until the end of the row. Then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the end of the row, and this is what it looks like. And next, for row 2, turn your work, then chain 5. After you got 5 chains, then skip 4 stitches and make slip stitch into the 5th stitch. After you have made slip stitch, then we are going to repeat the same thing by chain 5. Skip 4 stitches and make slip stitch into the 5th stitch. Keep repeating this until you reach the end of the row, then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the end of the row, next for row 3, turn your work. Then we are going to make the parallel by single crochet into the chain space. Then make half double crochet into the chain space. To make half double crochet, yarn over, insert a hook into the chain space, yarn over and pull up a loop, and now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And after you have made a half double crochet, then make a double crochet into the chain space. And after you have made a double crochet, then we are going to make treble or triple crochet. To make treble crochet, yarn over twice, insert the hook into the chain space, yarn over and pull up a loop, and now you have 4 loops on your hook. Then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops again, then yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Then we are going to repeat the same thing for 2 more times. After you got 3 stitches of treble crochet, then we are going to make 1 more treble crochet, but into the single crochet stitch at the row below. By count 2 stitches and make treble crochet into the 3rd stitch, which is the middle part. After you have made a treble crochet stitch into the middle part, then we are going to repeat the same thing like this first side by start from the treble crochet until the single crochet stitch. Make 3 treble crochet into the chain space. After you got 3 treble crochet, then make a double crochet into the chain space. Then make a half double crochet into the chain space again. And then make a single crochet into the chain space. And this is what the first petal looks like. As you can see, it looks curved like a shell shape. For the next petal, please repeat the same thing like the first petal until you reach the end of the row, then I will meet you back again. And after you reach the end of the row, then chain 1 and leave a long tail of yarn and cut it off. And next, you just wrap this petal around. And it should look flat like this at the back of the flower. And then we are going to sewing these petals together. Keep sewing across until you feel it secure, then cut off the yarn. And now we are done, and this is what it looks like. You can leave the tail of the yarn to keep for sewing this flower with the skirt, or you can use safety pin like mine to pin the flower and the wavy strap with the skirt. And now your simple rose skirt is done. If you like this tutorial, please don't forget to click like and leave a positive comment down below. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Facebook page. Stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.